Hi everyone, I'm Ellen Shutt, Chief Mom Officer at Chigo Health, and I'm really happy to be here today with Rudy Beck, who's the founder of our company. Hi, Rudy.
Hi, Ellen.
Rudy has agreed to talk to us for a few minutes today about how Chigo Health got its start and a little bit about why we're doing what we're doing. So I'm going to just start with the general question of how did you get started with Chigo Health and with the products that we have now developed?
Well, actually, my interest in the healing properties of natural substances dates back to about 25 years ago, since my dad was one of his last projects before he passed away was an effort to bring medicinal plants from the Amazon in our native Peru to market. And so when he passed, along with his a considerable library, I inherited an awareness of the healing properties of medicinal plants. So um, um, a few years later, in 2003, I was invited to invest in a pharmaceutical development company, a small startup in Europe that was aiming to develop two pharmaceutical compounds based on plant. And one for the treatment of asthma and emphysema, and the other for the treatment of osteoarthritis, which are still in development. As you know, they take many, many years
Long time.
to come to market. And so after a few years of being a passive investor, I got more and more interested and more involved in the company. And in '06, I started to actively participate in the management of the company. And in '07, I was traveling to Europe to try to drum up some money and also to find partners to develop to conduct development activities with. And so one of the things that happens when I travel in the fall from tropical Florida is that it is pretty stressful, and you get run down. You get on a plane for 8 hours with all kinds of germs, and you change diets, and it's stressful and whatnot. So I was feeling pretty low, and my partner pulled out this jar with these foul tasting powders and said, "Listen, next time you feel down, just take half a teaspoonful of this." And I did, and it worked wonders, and not only once but several times. And so after that, I brought my own jar back to home and tried it on my family and friends, and the results were quite amazing, except for my children, who wouldn't dream of trying it because of the way it tasted. And so I sat down with my partner and inquired some more about the ingredients, found out that they were all natural, that we could sell it as a natural supplement. And so from that was born the idea of trying to bring this to market. And so I came to the States and started looking for a formulator to help me turn these powders into pleasant tasting tablets. Looked for quality suppliers so that we made sure that the ingredients that we were using were effective, and then started thinking about how to name the company, and then my partner suggested that we name it after the Asian life force, which is Chi. So it's the Chi Go, the life force that keeps you going, and so that's how Chigo got started.
Okay, well, that's a great story, and I can attest to the fact that you have succeeded in solving your taste problems because even my children like the taste of it, and they can be picky eaters. So I think that kudos to the formulator who figured out the chewable tablet, solved the chewable tablet problem.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I guess that brings me to my next question. Now that I just mentioned being a mom and my kids liking Chigo, the Chigo website is all about moms, and it says we love moms, and our target audience is moms, and we want to understand moms and help them keep their families healthy. What made you decide that moms should be the core market for this product?
Well, to begin with, personal experience. I mean, both when I was growing up and now at home, my first my mom and then my wife are the chief decision makers in terms of the family health, and that's borne by the statistics. We looked at how the markets is set up, and most healthcare decisions are made by moms. Moms have a pretty active interest in orchestrating the healthcare for their family. So it made sense for us to focus our efforts to address moms in a very clear and specific way, and to make it a value of our company to really speak to moms and to bring products that meet their needs.
Absolutely. The thing I love about being able to communicate with moms about our product is that there's so much good research behind it. It makes me feel like I, as a mom, will always be the one digging behind the scenes and making sure before I give something to my child or recommend something to my friends that I believe that there's science behind it, and there's really good, like you mentioned, the good suppliers. There's also good research that has been done into these ingredients, that they're safe and effective, and I feel really comfortable with the Chigo ingredients. I just posted something on Facebook this morning that there's more than 6,000 different scientific citations on PubMed for the 3 ingredients in our formula, linking them to immune health. And that gives me a lot of comfort when I think about giving this to my children. It makes me very comfortable recommending it to my friends for their kids to try. So I really appreciate that that's a core value of the company. That makes me very happy.
No question. And there's two aspects that you brought up, which are really critical and I think central to the way we're approaching the market. One is one of the wonders of the internet is that people have a lot of access to really good information about the products and the ingredients behind them, and so we're really happy about that. And because we come from a pharmaceutical background, we are a spin-off of a pharmaceutical development effort. We know the value of science. And we are really committed as a core value of our company to bring products which have ingredients that have science behind them, that show them to be effective. And so in all of our products, not only in the immune health line that we are approaching the market with first, but in the ones that we have under development, that is one of the central values of what we want to do.
Okay, so you just led into my third and final question. What's next on the horizon? I know Chigo is not only going to be an immune health company, so can you give us a little teaser or two about what you are working on for the next development?
No question. And again, the development is really centered about what moms need, right? And as we've reached out and spoken to moms, including you, and others, and we've seen what is it that moms need, and there's 2 things that are central to a mom experience, which is how to get through the day with enough energy, clarity, and focus, and how to rest well to be prepared for the next day, right? So that's
absolutely.
So that's the guiding principle of our next 2 products, if you will.
Okay. Well, I think that's great. I think everyone will look forward to hearing more about those, and I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ellen.
Have a great day.